Hey there, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. And Lexi is here, Darren. I didn't plan it. Well, I mean, she was hanging out in the family room, and then I went upstairs, and conveniently enough, she was already in here. So hopefully she won't bark at anybody. Although the shades are down on the windows, so we shouldn't have that problem with her seeing anyone walk by. So sorry I'm late. I realized that I didn't have a thumbnail for today, so I had to create one real quick. Guys, it's good news. It's going to happen. Tim, is the $300 included if you're on PUA? Go Birds. Yeah, right? Yay, they finally won. Yeah, so no matter what program you're on, you will still receive the $300 in the new package that they are almost. Mitch McConnell's in. I was watching the press conference with them earlier, and Mitch, he's all for it. It's just a matter of it's kind of in Nancy's hands right now, which is pretty much what he alluded to. Rock. If anything gets passed, when we would see our money. So it all depends on when the states are able to update their systems, right? Because if they do pass something this week, the states have to obviously get specific detail of the rules around it. You know, if you're on PUA, do you have to apply, or will you automatically be enrolled in it? You know, what if on the regular unemployment side, what if you already collected PEUC and then you went on to EB? Do you go back onto PEUC, or do you go onto PUA, right? Like, there's just so many questions that we don't know. So yeah, it all depends on how quickly the federal government can filter and send those crazy details down to the states, and then the states have to implement what they want. And Michael, yeah, I agree. I don't think that there's going to be a stimulus in this package at all. I mean, I know that Bernie's fighting for it, but I don't think it's going to happen. So it'll happen in the beginning of the year, I think. Jolene says, I miss you. Hey, Jolene. Hey, Brian. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, I totally think Charity's here. We missed you yesterday, Charity. Yeah, I think it's going to happen, and I'll kind of read through some things. But tonight, they're meeting again at 7:30. So what happened was at 4:00 today, we had Nancy Pelosi, Kevin McCarthy, McConnell, and Chuck Schumer. They met at 4:00 today, and to talk about not only the government spending bill, but also COVID relief as well. And so the press conference that I watched was after the 4:00 meeting, which Mitch, like I said, he pretty much said, like, we're good, except for we got to wait to see what Nancy says, which is something that he alluded to. He did say, as I've said repeatedly, we're not leaving here without a COVID package. Not going to happen. We're going to stay here until we get a COVID package, no matter how long it takes. And he said, we'll be here until we get a COVID package. So yeah, it looks like the first meeting lasted an hour, and there's going to be a second meeting at 7:30 tonight. Because as we know, we only have till Friday to get the stuff done. So let's get it done. Brandon asks, how confident? Especially today, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good that something's going to happen this week. Obviously, if something doesn't happen, don't hate me, but that's just my gut. What about regular unemployment? Edward, yeah, you would totally get the $300 on top of regular unemployment. Yep, there's Lexi. Hey, Latoya, thanks for being here. How much longer do you think, Suzanne? Hopefully this week. That would be ideal because, like I said, the states have to update their systems. So let's just hope it's this week. And then it's going to take states obviously a couple of weeks to get things coded, right? So unfortunately, will we get paid the first time that we're able to? I'm not sure. That's the only thing. We might have to wait to actually get payment until beginning of, second week in January, hopefully, on a good day. Unless your state's really, on top of things, then hopefully it'll be the beginning of January. So if they're in all Brian says, so if they're all on it as their $1,200 checks attached to the end. Yeah, with the $748 billion bill, there aren't any stimulus checks. Again, Bernie and Josh are pleading to get the $1,200 checks, but I just don't feel like it's going to happen. I do feel as though that it'll happen in the beginning of the year. How long will PUA extended? PUA and PEUC would be extended for 4 months starting January, or whenever PUA officially cuts off, which I think technically it is December 31st. But anyway, regardless, PUA and PEUC will be extended for 16 weeks from January to April. And along with that, there would be $300 weekly boost. Unfortunately, there is no retro payments. Right, cat's meow, exactly. It's like, great. I mean, I'm excited that this is hopefully going to pass, but we still have bills. I mean, we all have bills to pay, right? So how dare they wait till the last minute? It's just unbelievable. Jose, you're funny. Thank you. I appreciate the kind compliment. Mrs. K, if you received your last unemployment check, you're at 36 weeks and only $1,000 left. If you received your last unemployment check, okay, so if you're on regular unemployment, then you will be going on PEUC until the end of December, and then hopefully by then extended the bill will pass and PEUC would then be extended. Hey Mike, how are you? How's San Jose, right? San Jose, California? Tim asks, will the 300 be backdated? Unfortunately, no. And I appreciate you too. I wish it was backdated, but unfortunately it's not. Tin Man, when will Government Wolf be sending our stimulus check? You know what? That's a good question, because I had read or heard or something that the states that have leftover money from the CARES Act, they have to spend it or they would lose it. So I don't know if Pennsylvania does have leftover money, but yeah, it's like, I mean, all these individual states are doing something for their people. So yeah, definitely won't be holding my breath on that one, but the idea is good. Natasha says, as soon as I come on, watch your update. You said, doesn't matter what program you're on, you will receive the $300. Yes. Yeah, no matter what program, what unemployment program you are on, you will get the $300 boost in the bill that they're currently talking about, that we hope is very close to passing this week. Yeah, Mike, I agree. No stimulus till Biden takes office. Gene, what's up with the package? So yeah, for those of you that just joined, oh my gosh, I just looked. I think last time I looked, there was like 30 something. Now there's over 100. So yeah, let me I guess every couple of minutes, well, more than every couple of minutes, I'll kind of give like a breakdown of what's going on for people that just pop on, because I know people kind of come and go. And by the way, I do go live Monday through Friday, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to just hang out and chat and talk about unemployment or ask a question, which I'm sure we're going to have a lot of questions after this passes. So long story short, the $908 billion bill was split in two. One is $748 billion, and these are the items that Congress agrees with, which includes unemployment, no stimulus checks, but it would extend unemployment, meaning PEUC and PUA for 4 months until April. On top of that, you would receive a $300 a week boost, no retro pay, and no stimulus. So Mitch McConnell pretty much came on today and said that he is totally on for the bill. And it's a matter of we're waiting for Nancy Pelosi to kind of see what she thinks about it. Nancy, Mitch, Chuck, and Kevin McCarthy met at 4:00 today for an hour, and they're meeting again at 7:30 tonight. So tonight, hopefully tomorrow, I will be having some good news when I do my video. Ohio, 13 weeks or 20? Oh, I have to look that up. Ohio for extended benefits is 13 weeks, it looks like. Will we go back on PEUC or PUA? I'm not sure. I would hope that we would go back on the program that we just left, but I'm not sure until they actually pass and then we see the language and how they give the information to the state. So yeah, we're not sure yet. So you're right, 16 weeks additional, but yeah, we don't know which program, because there are people that were on PEUC, then they went on to PUA because they ran out of PEUC. So it's like they've been on both. So where do those people go? Used all my extended benefits. Will I see that 300? LNM Shady S. So again, it depends on my hope, because I'm in the same position as you. My extended benefits ran out, or my husband's. And I'm hoping that because we were on PEUC, they would throw us back on to PEUC. So yeah, I'm not sure. But since you used, as long as you're collecting some sort of unemployment, you would see that $300 boost. So Janet, unfortunately, no retro pay, which is a shame. David says, I'm in Oklahoma and I'm on my last week of regular unemployment. So yeah, David, you should be, in most states, you automatically get enrolled into PEUC, but the next program for you is PEUC. So you should receive notification in the mail or maybe an email of that. Now that will expire at the end of the month. And then hopefully by then we'll have a new bill that will be able to tell you what your next steps are. What happens if it doesn't happen after Christmas, Elaine? What happens? So Elaine, I'm not sure the question you're asking or the statement, but PEUC and PUA run out December 26th. Technically, it's December 31st, but whenever, usually the last day that you can, was it the first day of the last week you could file is December 26th, I think. Or maybe that's the last day. I don't know. We'll just say the end of the month. JR, yeah, no retro, unfortunately. Edward says, what about the 13 weeks you get all that at one time, like a lump sum? No. So for any kind of unemployment, unless you're owed from back weeks, you would definitely get either every week or every 2 weeks. Sean, they are close. Mitch is pretty much gave his blessing earlier today. Nancy and Mitch are meeting again at 7:30. So cross your fingers. Fingers keepers, 100%, 110% unemployment extension and 300 will pass. However, rest of the stimulus will be discussed next year. Take it from me. My future predictions are 10 out of 10. Nice. Well, I like the way you think. Latanya, if you're on PUA, does it roll over for the new year? That's what I'm hoping. Hopefully it'll be like a smooth transition. So like it expires and then you just move on, right? You're on it, everything's good to go. But until we get those specific details of the bill, I don't have an answer for you right now. But definitely stay tuned. I will find all that stuff out. Eric says, how's Christmas supposed to go if we don't get it till next year? Yeah, exactly. I mean, not even Christmas, but paying bills, right? So that's why I really think that they'll pass something today. Cat's Meow, can you let me know of a good website to get updated info about their meetings today? So Washington Post, if you pay, I actually just subscribe to them and I get a lot of my information from there. Unfortunately, it's like a subscription thing, but the first 30 days is $1. So at least you can kind of keep up to speed on that. Sometimes I go to, there's a Politico.com, I guess. And then other times I go to MSN and then like kind of look through the trending news. Bloomsburg is good too. What else? CNN, whether you like CNN or not, at least you can see the headlines and then you can Google the headlines and then you'll see other, articles regarding the headlines. Because a lot of people think CNN's fake news, whether you believe it or not, whatever. Just wanted to throw that out there. So hopefully that helps. Sorry, I lost. Oh, goodness gracious. I really lost it. I mean, not mentally. Not yet, anyway. Suzanne says, I enjoy watching your channel. Thank you for taking the time to keep us updated from Massachusetts. Thank you so much. My stepson lives in Boston, actually. Just moved up there last year after he graduated from college. It's cold. Yeah, if it comes after January, will it be retro? No retro payment. Amy says, when they pass the bill, do I have to reapply for PEUC? You know what? I'm not sure about that. I was actually, before I started this, I thought about it. I'm not sure yet, but I will find that information out once they do. Eric says, what if I'm on TUB? Is that Texas? I'm not sure what TUB is. Sorry about that. My extended benefits, this is from Steve, ends on 12/26. Will I get the extension? I live in Texas. Thank you for what you do. I asked this yesterday, but had to leave the chat early. Yeah, sorry if I didn't get to your question. I have to get better at answering these faster. So, will I get the extension? Your EBN. So yeah, of course you should get it. I would hope that you would go back on PEUC, but again, until a bill is passed and we can actually see the laws around everything, I won't be able to give you, a concrete answer. So definitely stay tuned because I will find all that information out once it passes. PA used Charity says PA used its leftover CARES funding to budget the balance. Elder care facilities are actually suing the state over it. Unbelievable. Charity, I figured either you would know or Kelly would know. So thank you for that. Mrs. K, I received PEUC and I've been on unemployment since April. Until today, I'm 36 weeks today in Illinois. Okay, so yeah. Wait, you're in Illinois. I think, so they have 20 weeks of EB. So if you just finished your PEUC, which the 26 weeks plus 13 equals 36, So yeah, you should be receiving extended benefits until we figure out what's going on with the new package. Illinois does look like that they are paying 20 weeks of extended benefits. So you should be good to go for a little bit at least. Now, keep in mind, just because, like I did a video earlier today mentioning all the states that have extended benefits turned on, please keep in mind that these states can retract them at any time depending on the unemployment rate. So just be forewarned, like even though you might have, and I should have said that in the video I did this morning, didn't even think about it. If if your state says, yeah, we're giving extended benefits, here it is December 15th, they could literally come back next week and be like, sorry, you're cut off. Now, Pennsylvania is good in that they give 3 weeks notice if they were to do that. I don't know about other states. If PUA expires December 26th, you won't get the $300. Well, you won't get it for this year, but hopefully you would then requalify for PUA next year, and then you would get it. Does extended benefits get the 16 weeks too? So the PEUC would come before extended benefits. So right now, each state has their specific amount that they offer for extended benefits. And some states don't even offer extended benefits at all because their unemployment rate is good, supposedly. So to answer your question, no. But some states do offer 13 weeks and others offer 20 weeks of EB. So are these weeks going to be added to the PEUC or do we have to apply again? Yeah, I'm not sure on that. We'll know more once this actually passes, and then we'll get more details about it. So Emma M, did I already read these? Okay, sorry. I thought maybe it's probably multiple. Sorry, I get confused with this chat. Okay. Amy says, are these weeks going to be added to the PEUC? Oh, wait, I already answered that. Sorry. LNM. My EB will end 12/12. Will I get the $300? Unfortunately, no, it won't take effect until next year. Janet says, I received my last payment on PEUC. Now on EB, will they flip me back to PEUC? That is my thought. But again, I'm just someone that's collecting unemployment. So who am I, right? That would be my guess, just from all the research I've done, all the town halls that Pennsylvania had for their residents. That's just my gut. I could be totally wrong. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. Tingy from Chicago. I have unemployment, certify the 22 and get paid on Christmas Eve. Will I get it, or is that holiday? Oh, so you certify on the 22nd, which would be, are you able to certify? Maybe that's Sunday? Because yeah, Christmas might hold you up because banks are going to be closed. So if you can certify earlier, I know in Pennsylvania we could certify on Sundays for the week, or I guess for the week before. So yeah, that's a good point. Definitely file sooner rather than later. Would Cat's Meow, would the $300 boost be for every week till the extension is done? Yes. 16 weeks. From what I've read so far. Michael Bryan, my EB ran out 4 weeks ago in Texas. Michael, you could, hold on, I'm getting my calculations. Texas. You could try to get, wait, what's 26? Hold on. Oh, how many weeks of extended benefits were you paid? And wait, hold on. Okay, so for everyone, and this is going to be kind of long, so I'll just say this one time because hopefully it'll help a couple of people. So Michael ran out of extended benefits. So you could be able to qualify for PUA. Now, there's a calculation, a crazy calculation. So I'm assuming you probably were on unemployment last year because you ran out of EB, which is fine. That was actually our situation too. So what you want to do is take how many weeks you were on regular unemployment plus extended benefits starting the beginning of February. So beginning of February, say you're on unemployment for 10 weeks, and then you get put on extended benefits for 10 weeks. And again, I know these are unreal numbers, but I'm just trying to keep it simple in my head. So from February, you've collected 20 weeks. PUA pays 39 weeks. So what you want to do is subtract those 20 weeks from 39, and that would give you 19. So you could technically receive 19 weeks of PUA pay. But of course, PUA expires at the end of the month, but at least you can try to apply for PUA. I'm probably just confused a heck of a lot of people. It'd be better if I had like something to draw on. Jay's, do you think it'd be retro if it comes the second week of January? Yeah, totally. Yeah. Meaning the boost and the, yeah, because some systems, unfortunately, some states probably won't even have this set up. Who knows when, till the end of January, maybe the beginning of February. Hopefully, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, if you're approved and qualify for the beginning of January, just because their systems aren't set up, it's not your fault. So yeah, you'll totally get paid. Christopher says, I ran out of unemployment yesterday and I called today and they're automatically giving an extension here in California. So yeah, if you ran out of regular unemployment, they probably are putting you on PEUC, but great job for calling them just to make sure your claim is good to go. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Janet says, I think America is great. We have unemployment for people that lost their jobs, and other countries don't have the security. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's true. And yeah, Mike is in California and he also says yes. So awesome. Thanks, Mike. Mike always has my back. Sorry, I lost my spot again. Oh, good Lord. I am so behind. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yonik. I can't say that. Sorry. Appreciate all that you do. Thank you very much. As far as California, according to it, it states that when PEUC is exhausted, they will automatically enroll in Fed Ed extension, adding an additional 13 weeks. Awesome. So you don't need to do anything. You're just automatically enrolled. So everyone in California, that's the path that you want to do. So thank you for that. Grace, December 26th. Yeah, that's when PEUC and PUA expires. Joe, following up from a question last night about my last 4 PUA payments being in progress in PA, it does say my claim is in review. It'll take 21 days for a decision. That is a disaster. That is absolutely a disaster. But thank you for tuning in and thank you for the compliment. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't take that long. Hopefully your case is easy. Like maybe they're saying up to 21 for like the harder cases. Hopefully yours is easy and they'll be able to get through yours quickly. Edward says, what if my regular benefits are exhausted? Does that mean regular unemployment benefits, Edward? If so, you could get on PEUC. However, if you've run out of regular unemployment, PEUC, extended benefits, you can always try to apply for PUA. I got my last EB check on 12/12. I hope I can get that $300. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that even though those people that are off PEUC and that are on extended benefits or exhausted extended benefits would then get placed back on PEUC. That's what I'm hoping. Fingers keepers. Logistics as follows: regular UI, then PEUC, then federal, which is the EB or the Fed EB in California. Then a EDD UI specialist will try to roll you back in regular UI. If it's denied or ineligible, you will be enrolled in a PUA. Okay, fingers keepers. I'm assuming you're in California because that sounds like, since you said EDD, I'm like, might be in California. But yeah, totally. Fingers keepers has it laid down. If you want to get a visual, definitely check out his comment, or hers. Sorry, didn't mean to assume. And if your benefit year has expired on your regular unemployment, then you should apply for regular unemployment again. So when you apply for regular unemployment, obviously you have your application date, and your regular unemployment claim is good for a year. So when that expires, regardless if you're on PEUC or EB or whatever, at least this is what they say in Pennsylvania, and Lexi's about to bark, so I apologize. Then you should file you should apply for unemployment all over again. Okay, she's good, hopefully. So Jean says, so if this bill passes, we will still get our state regular unemployment until January 1st. No. If you're on regular unemployment, you'll see that through for how many weeks your state pays, and then you move on to PEUC. Amy says, I hope we get some good news later around today. Me too, man. This waiting is just horrible. Lewis says, when are they voting on the bill? Well, right now they are discussing to see and making sure that they can even have a vote on it. So Republicans are on board with it right now. It's up to the Democrats and Nancy. So they're meeting tonight at 7:30 Eastern time meeting Republicans and Democrats. Nancy and Mitch are going to talk at 7:30 tonight. So I'm hoping they have something. Trish says, my PEUC exhausted in early October and received 4 weeks of EB, and I was told to apply for PUA. It's been a few weeks since, if something passes, when my PEUC kick in. That's a question. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait until they distribute the information to the states, and then they pass that information on to us. So unfortunately, I don't know. My gut is saying yes, you would then be put on PEUC again, but I'm not sure. But stay tuned. I will find out. Ashley, what if you got money in PUA, you've been doing your certifications, and you haven't received anything since September? What am I doing wrong? I know in Pennsylvania, people received or didn't receive money because they had to go through an identity, confirm their identity, right? But if you were getting money and then all of a sudden it stopped, I'm not sure on that. Maybe you answered a question incorrectly at one point, obviously by accident. Best thing to do is contact them, because the longer you wait, obviously you're not going to get paid. And it could be something as simple as you clicked on the wrong radio button or something silly. So yeah, definitely get in contact with them. Mike says they're trying to get this done ASAP. Yes. Lewis says, you're literally the best stimulus channel, hands down. Thank you. I didn't see many people doing specifically unemployment. And I think that's where a lot of people have the questions. I know I did when I started. So, and I like talking about this. Isn't that weird? Like, I talked to my husband about it. He's just like, oh my God, will she stop? So yeah. But thank you. I do appreciate it, because I'm not the only one. And that's actually one of the reasons I didn't start the channel, because I'm like, who would tune in? There's like a million others. But thank you. I do appreciate that. Natasha, will PUA be extended? Do I need to reapply? They're hopefully looking to pass a bill this week. Will you have to reapply? I'm not sure. When I get those details, I will definitely let you know. Eric says, in Texas, temporary unemployment benefits. I'm not sure what that means, Eric. If you wouldn't mind specifying, that'd be awesome. Suzanne, I started EB this week. Curious to know if PEUC is re-implemented, if I would move back on the program. This is so confusing. It is totally confusing, and it will be confusing. So yeah, I will definitely find those details out, because unfortunately we don't know what's going to happen. But once I do, then once I know what's going on, I will definitely let you guys know. Because yeah, I have that question too. Will the extension for unemployment and PUA be extended automatically in California? Thank you for your information. Actually, what fingers crossed put earlier is exactly the progression in California. So it's regular unemployment, PEUC, Fed ED, or I think that's what it is, EDD or something. And then if you're all done, then you could apply for PUA. But yeah, scroll up and look at Fingers Keepers, I think it was. They put that perfectly. I think, God, was it Fingers? If it wasn't, I apologize. I think it was Fingers Keepers, though. Tin Man, if PEUC runs out in December, will I still be able to sign up on the 26th? For regular unemployment, you mean? If so, you want to wait till the 27th if you're talking about signing up for regular unemployment. If you are talking about signing up for PEUC, if they pass a bill, I'm not sure on that, but I will definitely let you guys know. And it all depends on how they ask people to sign up. I don't know if we're going to have to reapply, or I don't know how they're going to do it. It'll be interesting. Bella, in California, recently you mentioned that we lost 7 weeks worth of Fed ED. However, according to California UI benefit account, the current amount left is approximately 14 weeks, and I've claimed 6 of them. Okay, so yes, if there's like a timeline, right? So if you started at a certain time, you would still get 20 weeks. However, for new people, it would then be 13 weeks. So you got in a good amount of time. And of course, Mike from California, if I'm wrong, definitely let me know. But I think you must have just got in at the perfect time. But thank you for challenging me on that, because I definitely want to make sure that I keep things straight. In fact, I have that article. I can put it in the chat. Oh God, it might take me a while to get. That's not it. Sorry, I know I saved the article, but yeah, it was a timing thing. If I get caught up, I can throw it in the chat, or maybe I'll have it ready for tomorrow night, so I don't take up too much time. With the extension be for Kentucky? Yeah, it'll actually PEUC and PUA extension, if they pass the bill, will be for every single state, unless you're talking about extended benefits, in which case looks like Kentucky does not offer extended benefits right now. Oh, yeah, Fingers Keepers. Okay, cool. Was you. I replied logistics pertaining to California only. Yes. Thank you for doing that. Harry says it's 39 weeks, 26 plus 13 equals 39. Yeah, it is 39 weeks. I'm assuming you're talking about the PUA, but the calculation starts from the beginning of February, and it does not include PEUC in that calculation, because that is a federal payment or something. If you guys want more information, or if you want me to actually do a video about this, I can definitely do it instead of trying to explain it in 30 seconds. Same thing, no deal again, Abdul says. So, yeah, no stimulus checks probably this year. However, we are anxiously awaiting for a bill to pass this week. Sorry, Denise, I totally skipped you. I'm on LWA, and mine will stop 12/26. Will I receive extended benefits? So PEUC does, which I'm assuming that's probably what you mean, does expire 12/26. If they do extend a bill, then that would be my interpretation, is that PUA would then be extended, and PEUC, from January to April. So yeah, and do you have to do anything? I'm not sure if they would then ask people to apply all over again, or if they would automatically just enroll them. Not sure, but I will get that information as soon as we know. So, Tokyo, I got my maximum PEUC benefits will be extended. And what does retroactive mean? So retroactive would be, so you know how we had the, wait, you're on, okay, so remember from the beginning of the year till January, we got that extra $600 PFUC payment, FPUC payment. I knew I'd get that wrong. So retro pay would be, say Trump all of a sudden decides to say, for the month of December, I want to give you guys $500 a week. You know, everyone that collected unemployment, I want to give everyone $500 a week. So retro payment would be paying the weeks in the past, even though they happened, and even though that they're passing like a new law today, it would be retroactive, meaning you would get that back pay. Hopefully that made sense. And then your other question was, Tokyo, what state are you in? Because you exhausted PUC, depending on the state, you could be placed on extended benefits. And if so, you should have received notification in the mail. If not, if your state doesn't have extended benefits, you could definitely apply for PUA. And then hopefully by then a new bill will pass and you won't have to worry about this for a couple months. Sorry, my phone's ringing and it's my kid's school. Okay. Ohio. Oh, Harry says Ohio stopped December 12th. I'm assuming that means extended benefits. You know what? I think someone did say that, and I was going to write it down. And I'm assuming that's what you mean, right? Ohio stopped December 12th. I checked a couple of these and to confirm, and I can't remember if I did Ohio, but I will definitely check that out. But thank you for that information. The Black Davy Crockett. I didn't get a full payment today. I lied. $24. Is that a question you want me to answer? If you only got $24, that's awful. Unless you were working and maybe you only received partial unemployment, which could be. Kathleen, I'm in Michigan. I took an unemployment break. So I still have 13 weeks left. Will they take it back? So I'm assuming, did you stop filing for the 13 weeks and you want to go back and file? Then yeah, you should be able to. Harry says Ohio's below 5%, so it stopped. Okay, cool. Thank you for definitely letting me know that. Which is bull, because unemployment's just, don't even get me started on that. Truck stop. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. And I'm waving a pen. The things we do on live streams. Okay. Ashley says I applied on 9 I have $7,000 in unemployment money. I have a PUA claim. Certified my checks every 2 weeks. Still haven't received one payment. Am I doing something wrong? From Kentucky. So, okay, you have a PUA. So definitely make sure. Oh, yeah, that was like 3 months ago. I know in Pennsylvania and other states, the PUA, there was a huge fraud issue, and people had to really upload identity information, whether it be a copy of a driver's license, social security number, or social security card. Definitely check in your back office. In Pennsylvania, we have a back office or dashboard for PUA. Check there, see if you have any messages or if you're getting any emails. The best thing to do is get in touch with their support team, because that's the only way that, I mean, I could suspect maybe what the issue is, and that would be an identity thing. But the best thing to do is get in contact with them, because maybe a question was answered incorrectly by mistake. It could be something as simple as that, like clicking yes when you should have said no, or vice versa. So yeah, definitely when you can, get in contact with them and just see what's going on. Tony says, I received all my extended benefits from UC and PUA, and now I'm on the builder's pass. Will my regular unemployment start back or extend the benefits gone back? So great question. Not sure the details of the bill until we actually see it, and then the states interpret it, I guess you could say. But yeah, I will definitely keep you guys posted, because I don't even know myself what I'm supposed to do. So that's why I have a vested interest in this whole thing. Um, so yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know all that fun stuff. Alex, yes, PUA is included in the bill that is in heavy discussions. It would be extended along with PEUC from January to April with $300 a week boost, but no retroactive payments. Corey, will we still certify after the 26th? I would, if they pass a bill in time, I would, in time meaning before the end of the month, yeah, keep on filing. Definitely. If the system will let you, totally keep doing it. So then when they decide to pass something and the states implement what they're supposed to implement, then hopefully you'll get paid a lot faster if you already did all that. Harry says, federal government keeps money left over from unemployment in PUA. Okay. Yeah, no, of course they do. Especially if it came from the CARES Act. They have like $600 billion left over from the CARES Act that they're holding on to. They told me PUA is for contract workers only. So yeah, typically PUA is definitely for self-employed, independent contractors. Sorry, I lost my freaking spot again. And however, if you're in the position of maybe you're a mom of a 2-year-old that clearly can't stay home by themselves, so you have to quit your job to take care of your child because daycare is closed, then those people can also receive PUA. Yeah, there's like 10 different scenarios in which you can receive PUA, although all of them have to be COVID related. But you're right, for the most part, they are for independent contractors. And I will keep going for another 10 minutes or so. But don't worry, we do this every single night at 6:00 p.m. if you don't get enough stimulus talk. I saw Andy in Philly. Hey, I live outside Philly too. I'm so sorry. Okay, good. I think I'm all caught up. Shirley says, I don't have any income verification paperwork for my California UI. They asked for 21 days. Is this going to be a problem for me? I'm assuming it might be. It definitely might be. So whatever you have, definitely give that to them ASAP so they can process your claim and hopefully approve it. Doug says PUA was only 13 weeks in the CARES Act, ends on December 26th. PEUC is 16 weeks in the new bill. So if your EB is done, we should be able to get on the new 16 weeks of PEUC. Doug, I agree with you. I'm glad that you said that because it's only confirming my thoughts as well. So yeah, I totally hope that that's the way it goes. And the same with PUA. So if you're on PUA, it runs out, or maybe you exhausted a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, then hopefully you'll be able to get put back on PUA. Brad says, I'm currently getting my state unemployment. Will I get $300 extension? I'm in New York. So yeah, once they pass the bill and you're obviously approved, qualified for the extended program, then yeah, you would definitely get the $300 on top of that. Ryland says, I've exhausted all my PUA. Will I get that back for the 16 weeks? Unfortunately, no, which I think is awful. You would, if approved and qualified, it would start in January, which I know is awful. And he says, oh wait, hold on, sorry. Truck stop. Okay, I'm a musician, bar worker, never been on unemployment till this year. They stopped on December 26th here in Massachusetts. I'm obviously on PUA. Okay, and you're an independent. Oh, because you're a musician. You know what you could do? Hopefully they'll pass a bill and everything's good. But I'm assuming if you worked at a bar, you would have received some sort of W-2. Now it's a matter of, did you earn enough to qualify for regular unemployment? That could maybe be a question of why you couldn't collect unemployment, but like regular unemployment. If you did earn a W-2 and you've gone through the calculation and maybe it looks like that you could receive regular unemployment on December 27th, you could totally try to apply for unemployment and just see what happens. But hopefully they'll extend it and then you won't need to worry about it. They saw a new bill will expand PUA as well as the $300 boost. Does this mean I will be getting my base unemployment of $267 plus $300? Yes, you would. So you'd be getting $567. I'm assuming that's probably a week, but yeah. So the extra $300 boost, I probably should have clarified, is whatever you're receiving in your state unemployment, whether it's no matter what program you're on, and then just add $300 on top of that. Is ED, extended benefits in all 50 states? Unfortunately, it's not. It's only in, I don't even know, probably around 20 or so. And Norman says the dog is oblivious to all the noise, just sleeping. I took her to the park today. I had off from work today, and I took her to the park, and I ran her pretty hard. So yeah, she's under the window right now. Steven says, we need to let Congress know that we will not be liquidated as a surplus population because we will protest and speak up. Yeah, I mean, they need to know. It's unbelievable. Sorry, my dog is going to be barking any minute, I think. But yeah, no, you're right. Definitely email everyone, senators, and they need to know how awful it is. Diane says, I was told by New Hampshire unemployment that I don't qualify for extended benefits since I didn't qualify for the original unemployment, only then shifted to PEUC. What would I? Yeah, Diane, that's a great question. I'm not sure what program you would eventually go on to. Probably PEUC. But as far as getting paid today, since you didn't qualify for extended benefits, what you could do today is apply for PUA, at least to maybe get you a couple checks even though PUA expires at the end of the month, you could definitely apply for PUA, get paid for a couple weeks, and then hopefully by then a bill will pass and we'll know exactly what program you would then decide to, or what program it would make sense for you to be on, or at least that you would qualify for. Ken says, this is so frustrating. Thanks for helping us sort all this out. You're welcome, Ken. Like I said, in the beginning of the year, I was pulling my hair out. And I swear, like, even though I was working, because this was for my husband, I would work during the day, and at night I would be researching and just getting all the information that I could. Because like I said earlier, I don't know if you were on, but I didn't know what plan or what program we needed to qualify for. So yeah, no, you're welcome. And it's going to be even more confusing after they pass a bill. So that's what I'm here for, to hopefully continue to help make life a little easier and get you guys paid. Raymond says, my PUA expires on the 26th. Will I be able to get the $300 extension from Maryland? So yeah, as long as you qualify for PUA, once the bill passes, you would totally get the extra $300. Lee says, I lost my UI on December 3rd. Is that regular unemployment? Because if so, you should be able to be placed on PEUC. If you mean you finished PEUC, you could apply for PUA. Oh, Finders Keepers. It's Finders. Your nickname is Finders. Got it. But I appreciate you. Also, you have to provide. See, this is why I love you guys, and this is why I love the community, because obviously I'm in Pennsylvania. I know nothing about California, although I'm sure the same is probably true. I just didn't have to upload any income documentation to PUA. But yeah, so Fingers is saying you have to provide your 2019 W-2 gross yearly proof of income for verification and prove that COVID is a factor to reason of unemployment. That is so helpful information. So thank you for that. Just smoking your granny. Oh my God, these names are hilarious. Can I get PUA? I just turned 18 in October and I live in Massachusetts. You would, well, actually, if you see what Finders just wrote, you'll have to upload just do what he says, upload your 2019 W-2, as well as, any identity information. I mean, you can always try, but it has to be that you're not working because of a COVID reason to qualify for PUA. Ashley says, I never got my first payment, says identity failed. That's so frustrating. Yeah, definitely get in touch with the unemployment support and see what they can figure out for you. I say do away with all of them. Yeah, no kidding. You're welcome, Ashley. Harry says, I did that and I had to call him and explain I hit the wrong button. They straightened it out. I got my money. Yeah, and I think that's why, and I'm glad it was that easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy to actually talk to someone. But yeah, it could be a simple error that we make as we're filing, and then they see it, they don't pay us, and then we got to get that rectified. Diane says, other countries have unemployment. Their people, since March, they've been getting $1,500 to $7,400 per month. Val says, in Virginia, I was told to reapply for PUA, so I did after exhausting benefits. Awesome. Heather says, in California, my PEUC exhausted, and I got an email saying I got enrolled for Fed ED, but that's about the end on the 24th. Actually, Fed ED should be extended for 13 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. PEUC and PUA will definitely expire at the end of the month, unless they're getting rid of Fed Ed altogether. But the last I heard from Shelly's Millions, she has a YouTube channel, and she talks specifically about California. She did a video a couple days ago or whatever that they shortened extended benefits. So I think you're good to go for a little bit, but maybe Fingers or Mike can either confirm or deny. Tella says, this is a stressful situation and a sad one at the same time. I've never seen anything like this in my life. 113 is not enough a week, and I'm praying 3 days left. Without a doubt. No, you're right. It is. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And I will probably be ending this in a couple of minutes because clearly I'm having issues talking. But yeah, $113 a week is just ridiculous. So yeah, you more than anyone, and there's a lot of you guys on here, it's like, that's what the extra $300 boost is for, right? Just to kind of give you that extra. What can you do with $400 a month, right? That doesn't even pay the utility bill. Barely, anyway. Well, that on top of you're trying to find a job on top of the stress, right? It's just ridiculous. Will PUA be retroactive? Unfortunately, as it stands now, it won't be in this new in the new bill. Janet says, this is a good channel. You get right to the point, not talk about other things not related. A lot of channels talk way too much. I enjoy this channel. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, I want to just stick with like unemployment stuff because I get that too. Like I go to someone's channel and I just want like this piece of information, but then you get like this. So yeah, if I go off topic, that only means that my brain is just scattered or something. But thank you for the compliment. I do appreciate it. Chabella, what is available credits on PUA mean? If you run out of credits before the 26th, would you qualify for the extension? My gut is telling me yes. However, we won't know until we actually see the specifics of the bill and what they tell the state unemployment offices. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't give you a concrete answer until the bill passes. And yeah, that's it. Sorry, I don't have an answer. So Reginald, real quick, since you just joined, the Republicans, for the most part, have and are willing to sign the $748 billion package that includes a lot of stuff, but specifically for unemployment, it would extend PUA, PEUC for 4 months from January to April, as well as give a $300 a week boost. So you'd be receiving $300 on top of your PUA or PEUC, or maybe if you're collecting regular unemployment, you'll get that as well. Unfortunately, there's probably not going to be a stimulus check or any retro pay. Janet said, oh, wait. Did I skip? Oh, geez. Norman says, I wonder if my state will post my W-2 information online when I file my taxes for 2020. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Will Texas have the extension? So yeah, I mean, the extension applies to any state, whether if you're on PEUC or PUA. Okay, so Janet, I'm confused. My extended benefits say I have 20 weeks, but it then says it ends December 26th. What's that? Oh, okay. I will have to check that. Unfortunately, there are some states that do offer extended benefits, but they do have the right if unemployment gets to a certain rate, which Massachusetts looks like has a 9% unemployment rate. From what I'm looking at, 9.5 actually. Extended benefits can end at any point. The state can just take that away for no reason. Usually when the unemployment rate gets to a low level, but 9% is not a low level. So I can't imagine that they would end that December 26th. I will definitely research that, but that just doesn't seem right to me. All right, guys, it is 7:08. So I'm going to end this now. And I do apologize if I didn't get to your question. I'm trying to get better at, as I see Mike Jones, bullseye, were they retroactive? Will they retro the unemployment? Unfortunately, no, they won't. I know the Democrats did want that, but unfortunately, it's a give and take at this point. Maybe Biden will do something next year, hopefully. So yeah, that's that. So I'm going to end this now. Like I said, I do go live Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as I do post a video every single morning. So hopefully tomorrow morning I will have great news, because if you just came on at 7:30, Mitch and Nancy are going to be talking again. And hopefully they'll be talking about getting this bill passed. So have a great night. And thanks again for watching and supporting the channel. And don't forget to like this video if you got some value out of it. See ya.